All right, we have them in our hands all the time. And truth be told, sometimes they even make a great babysitter. We are talking, of course, about our cell phones.
Well, many adults say they are addicted to them and feel naked without them. But what are these devices doing for our kids? Well, Dr. Katie Spencer is a licensed pediatric psychologist here to give us some important insight. Okay, doctor, what are you seeing the most these days when it comes to this topic?
Most children between the ages of 13 and 17 have cell phones, and we are seeing a lot of concerns. I mean, as a psychologist in the Children's Hospital, we're seeing more anxiety, depression, insomnia, because our phones are stealing our sleep for adults too. A lot of young ladies with eating disorders, and of course suicidality, which is certainly concerning. These social media platforms are not as well monitored, and so we really struggled for us to manage our own children with them. And for a lot of the patients we're meeting with and families, they have a lot of concerns about cyberbullying, concerns about access and what their children are seeing, and certainly I'm concerned about that.
Yeah, I can't imagine being a teacher nowadays, trying to keep a classroom of kids, interested in math when they're all sitting there with their phones. Now, according to the Surgeon General's warning last year, this was a note that you gave us, 95% of young people, 13 to 17, reported using social media platform, more than a third saying they use social media almost constantly. Obviously you mentioned some of the impacts on the kids. What about the families? I mean, it's got to be kind of a family ordeal.
Yes, I think it's definitely impacting our social connectedness with families and with peers. If you think about before phones, that we would be sitting down at a table talking to each other. Now what we're seeing when we walk into a restaurant is the whole family looking at their phones and not communicating. So right now we don't really know the long-term impact of that, but I think we're starting to see some shifts in how children are doing from a mental health perspective.
It's so crazy because we were just talking about this before this. The more that we are glued to social media, the less that we interact socially in person. And so it's crazy how that one feeds into the other. So do you have any tips for parents or families or even family members that they can utilize in their own home?
Great question. I would certainly consider the child's developmental age and what the family wants to do when it comes to phones and social media. I think how we model our behaviors as parents is really important. If we're constantly on our device, our child's going to see that. Most devices do have abilities for parents to monitor either screen time in total or what apps the child can access, and then kind of pick up on key phrases that could be concerning for cyberbullying. So I certainly recommend that families go through kind of a list of rules for their devices. You want to make sure you have the passcode to your child's device. You want to make sure that they are sleeping and don't have that device on all night. And you want to be monitoring it and make it an open conversation. Don't just be a dictator and saying this is what we're doing, but really truly engage in a discussion around what's best for your family and why you're making the choices you are.
Why do you think even the smallest kids are drawn to phones? Is it because, I'm saying this because Emma loves my cell phone, is it because I'm using it, or is it because of the light and the movement? I mean, why do you think they're so smart?
I think you're absolutely right. Mom's using it, it's exciting. This is also our camera, and we're documenting our lives through this. So I'm definitely pulling mine out with my own kids. So I think it's a combination of all the factors, and watching a cute video is something that our young kid might really love to see, puppy kitty videos. And if you're monitoring that, that's fine. If we hand our phone to our kids, they might start scrolling through, and that information that seems safe and benign before might become unsafe or less censored.
Twice now, I left the phone down and it's locked on me for like 5 minutes because she was playing with it and I didn't even realize.
So I read in The Guardian that 91% of people at age 14 own a phone. So what do you think, doctor, is an appropriate age for a child to get a phone?
There's a lot of different views on this. I think it depends on the child's kind of capacity to stay safe with that and what the parent knows about their child. We are seeing researchers recommend not until age 16 to have a smartphone or social media access. I do think from having my own child who's 13 that many middle schoolers do have access to phones and smartphones. So you have to take a lot of things into account. But I think before that, before middle school, I would be very concerned about safety with a smartphone type device for a child and how that could interfere with usual child child development. We want them to play. We want them to be outside. We want them to be interacting with their teachers, with their peers, and not just glued to that device, like you were saying earlier.
Very good.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Remember that Monroe Carroll Jr.'s Children's Hospital takes care of kids both mentally and physically. Visit them online at childrenshospitalvanderbilt.org.